Storyline Lakers Celtics.
Other than
17 championships.
Both sitting on 17.
That's the only stat.
That's a big one. Who has the most championships ever is me.
I'd rather see the Sixers because of the players, and I like Tatum and Brown. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they can't do their deal and smart and stuff. But when you just think about Embiid up against AD, you know what I'm saying? James Harden, who's gonna guard James? You gonna put LeBron on him? It's just one of those. It's just a fascinating storyline to me, opposed to the Boston 17. That's really all you can dig out.
It also gives the Lakers a chance to win 18 and Boston no chance to win 18. So I do like that. I do like that too. Yeah.
It's just a better storyline for me. That's all.
And also, though I hate both, I hate the Celtics way more than I hate the Sixers. Yeah. So
29, wrote down 29, 9, and 6. The dude just has the damn heart of a champion. Man.
Yeah.
There's certain people that when you watch them play, it's like they may not be the version of themselves that they were 10 years ago, but damn, they're doing everything in their willpower to get their team there. And what you're watching is, we always say, well, when you surround LeBron James with shooters, that's ultimately the way they win. Well, this team, 6 games they've won, they've shot under 35% from the three-point line. So they're built off their defense. They're built off how their guards play and initiate their offense. They're built off their back line, and they're built how they punish you in the paint, which sometimes you win games ugly. A lot of times this team wins games ugly. In the game last night where LeBron couldn't make a shot, they still found a way to win the game in the trenches. So it does make me believe, like we said before, Key said it earlier in the year, I started to come around towards it. You said it, Max, where it's like you believe, like, they have a legit chance to win a championship with these right pieces. They do.
Can't count them out, Key. And it's funny because maybe a lot of people would favor whoever wins, Denver, Phoenix, against the Lakers. Maybe, I'm not saying I would, but maybe a lot of people would. But at this moment, that's 2-2. So the odds that either team win that series are lower than that the Lakers win their series, right? It's one of the reasons the Lakers right now to win the West are plus 140, the Nuggets plus 185, the Suns plus 330.
Boy, that's a big problem for this team. That's a big problem for the Knicks. And I get Jimmy Butler. He's going to impose his will on the team. We have questions about Tom Thibodeau. Can you please play Evan Fournier just a little bit to give this team shooting from the outside? Mitchell Robinson has been nowhere to be found. I understand that Jalen Brunson tweaks his ankle down the stretch. I get it. But, that is your leader. That is one of your main faces of your franchise. Something doesn't feel right about it. I know the ankle injuries, but still, energy, mentality-wise, something doesn't feel right.
Key, are you feeling that too? Because you could also hear that as, look, he's just giving this team the truth, right? Like they just playing like they want it more than us. We got to get our desire up, Or do you hear it like Jay?
I don't hear it like Jay. I just hear it as much like you say, Max. In the end, they wanted it more than we did. We didn't give our maximum effort. We didn't do the things that we needed to do to win. That's the way I look at it. I'm not looking at it as that's my leader and he said that he shouldn't have said that. Now, what Jay did say, though, is I need more from him on the court. You can't have 11 attempts and then
odds followed by the Lakers and the Nuggets. Meantime, you know who doesn't have the best odds to win the title right now in the East?
The Miami Heat.
Even worse than them,
the
Jay.
Knicks.
The New York Knicks don't seem to have the best odds to me. Listen to Julius Randle after Jimmy Butler and the Heat's latest beating of the Knicks to go up 3-1 in the series. Listen to Julius Randle after the game.
And just maybe they wanted more. I don't know. That's been who we are all year. And we got to find a way to, step up if we want to keep the season alive.
What do you think about that?
What about that tone makes me believe that Julius Randle is one of the leaders of this team? What about it? Maybe they wanted more. You're damn right they wanted it more. They wanted it more last night. Like this, the whole thing that makes you believe in the Knicks was that they had, what did we just talk about LeBron James? A heart of a champion. It was their heart. It was their fight. It was their grit. They were the third best rebounding team in the league. They got out-rebounded the last 2 games, right? Julius Randle had 11 shots in the first half. I'm sitting there watching the game, and Shaq said the quote of the day. He was like, yeah, this is a good effort, but I can't have my best player give me good effort. I need to have my best player give me great effort. I got to have a 29-11 first half. Like, I got to take 10 more shots in the third quarter. Now, I know he fouled out with 3 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the game.
On the floor. But you need to do something on the floor, okay? Getting up to the podium and saying that or speaking to the media after the fact, I don't take any problems with that at all. It's fine.
It does seem also like not only is this a Jimmy Butler's just better than the Knicks' best player, and Brunson's been fantastic, but a coaching situation, Jay, right? Spoelstra, as usual, looks like the better coach in the series. True or false?
I mean, he's one of the best coaches in the league, not just the series, in the NBA. Top 3 in the NBA. And by the way, we never, ever question the mental readiness of the Miami Heat. We never do, right? This is a team that's undermanned, no Victor Oladipo, right? No Tyler Hero. And you got guys like Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin, Duncan Robinson, who are all stepping up, making Kyle. That's the Knicks' calling card. Their ability to execute and fight you and beat you up.
But
the Miami Heat are beating them at their own game.
Demoralizing when you lose.
They're beating them at their own game.
Hey, Jay, but are the Miami Heat really undermanned? They up 3-1. Are they really undermanned?
No, I mean, apparently not. Apparently, but like maximizing, like your talent key, like that's what Eric Spoelstra and the Heat are great at doing. Mm-hmm. Like I was telling before, I know you guys kind of like
I never
poo it, but it's like you got Gabe Vincent who's like he's making like barely $2.5-3 million like a year. Like you have guys who are undrafted that are exceeding expectations. And they're playing for something.
A culture they got.
I always, and you remember this, I always ask the question, what's the fascination with Thibodeau, though? Why is it like, oh, Tibbs is, why, but yet and still, you quit and all, but yet and still, he was the right guy for the job, and he's the tough guy that you need. What is it? Is it that he fits a New York culture, so to speak?
I love Tibbs, Key. Like, I've heard that the common theme with Tibbs is that he wears people down over time, right? It's the style of play, the tough-nose style. Like, you look at some of the veteran teams, right? Like, that kick it up a gear when you get into playoffs. And I think for younger teams to build the foundation of how you play night in and night out in the league. And I know callers, please call in because you're going to tell me I'm wrong. Oh, we're asking too much for guys to play hard every single night. Back in the 80s, they played hard.
Back in the 80s.
Well, we play basketball 24/7, 365. Like, there are ways you ramp up the season where Tibbs is just always ramped.
And his teams always look gassed in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And granted, this is why I just go back to my Julius Randle comment, Key. So, right? I mean, Miami's 116 to the Knicks 62. But if you're telling me, hey, we got one of our guys who's not going to play, Key, I'm taking way more than 13 shots, big boy. Like, if I'm that dude, like if I have 11 shots at the half and I know I need to be uber aggressive in the second half, I'm going to have 25, 30 shots in this game. It's not even a question, Key. Not even a question. I'm not going to have 2 shots in the second half.
So people, you ask for calls, and I believe that I know a lot of people are on the line. Let me make a bold prediction. I don't think people are going to be really hot to talk about the Knicks and Heat this morning. My prediction is people will be hot to talk about the Lakers and LeBron James, the most glamorous and best franchise in basketball history, against Steph Curry and the Warriors, the dominant franchise of this era, and what went down last night in a nail-biter of a game that conquered the fourth quarter, no doubt. All right. Your calls. Plus, what's wrong with the Warriors? 888-SAY-ESPN.
The NBA playoffs.
Long 2 is on the way, and it's good from Lonnie Walker. My goodness, Walker has been the best Laker in the biggest moments here in Game 4.
It's the playoffs. It's a long series. Just be ready for when my number is called.
Continuing coverage of the NBA playoffs. This is Keyshawn, J. Will, and Matt.
You can see the Sixers, too.
Lakers-Sixers would be live, too.
You can see Lakers-Miami.
I don't want to see that. I want to see the
Nuggets,
Sixers because I think the Sixers are just